Was it a matter of chance in 1970 that large hills and dirt attracted a motocross rider who happened to be a young entrepreneur with a tendency to take things too far, while the neighborhood kids riding their Stingrays wanted to ride like him? Is it a coincidence that this is where early BMX races started? On the same day, another kid was pulling a record-breaking wheelie in Edison, New Jersey, while evil may have only encouraged things. Soon after, in 1975, there was an overambitious BMX tour in which the tour bus broke down in Ludlow, California more than once. Quite incidentally, spare time and lack of money happened to spawn this type of riding and a groundbreaking company. Can it be true that years later, in 1988, the same company sponsored a new rider, an entrepreneur with a tendency to take things too far that later started his own empire and sparked a national phenomenon? Can this be true? Is this all a cycle of happenstance?
Tinker Warren,
Stu Thompson,
Harry Leary,
The first picture I ever put on my wall.
Toby Henderson, red, white, and blue Hutch uniform,
Bob Faro,
and Pat Romano,
Earl Osborne,
Mike Buff,
BMX truck team,
Mike Dominguez, Woody Itson,
DMC, Dennis McCoy,
Ron Wilkerson,
Matt Hoffman, Diz Hicks,
Kevin Jones,
Curb Dog, Vanderspeck.
Dave Mira.
They didn't call it BMX, it was really an extension of motorcycle racing.
I was racing motocross at the time.
I mean, we really thought we were motorcycle riders on bicycles.
Unless you win in BMX, you ain't shit.
There were factions.
Everybody had their little gangs of guys.
I don't like the people that race.
We were kind of like the posse.
The ragtag mix of school dropouts, hard talking, spitting, tough guys.
Take their shot and do whatever they needed to do to get in front.
Basically tell them, get out the way or I'm taking them out.
There was a lot of warriors on the track. There was more than one race that was ended with a fist fight.
The infamous always referred to the bad guys, Jesse James, the Billy the Kids, the gangsters in the old days. And we definitely were the bad boys of BMX. We kicked ass everywhere we went.
He was always doing tricks. He was always having fun on his bicycle.
Well, I think freestyle absolutely is about individualism, emulating maybe some skate tricks, but doing them on a BMX bike. They didn't let BMX bikes in, so we used to sneak them in at night when the place was closed.
A couple places we had to get escorted out by the cops.
Who do you want to be today? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
Freestyle riding is an offshoot of being a creative person.
In the early 90s, guys like Matt Hoffman and others brought freestyle BMX back from the dead.
We can do a lot of things we never could do before, so let's go for it and just make a wish list and go for the wildest things you'd ever want to see.
I realized that I wasn't really meant for team sports. I needed to be who I was through individual sport, and I found that outlet through BMX riding. You know, I was just Joe kid on a Stingray.